Hey there and welcome to my Conversee review. Now, in a nutshell, with Conversee, you're going to get 18 conversion tools for the price of one to bring you more conversions, to bring you more sales, to build your list, etc. Personally, I really love tools like this. I also use them myself to build my list, to make more sales, etc. And if you don't have tools like this, I highly recommend you to pick up Conversee, as I really like this software after reviewing it. Now, before I dive into this review, I want to mention that there is a link in the description of this video. It will redirect you to my website where you can find more information. You can find all the products that are on the inside, the 18 conversion tools here, and also the pricing of Conversee and what's included inside of the front end, the OTOs. There is, by the way, a white label version that allows you to set up and create and sell accounts to customers with your own sales pages for each specific product. There's also a bundle deal here, which will give you the whole funnel, all these front end and upsells for a one-time discounted price. You can simply check it out by clicking on this button and go to the special bundle link. Plus, you're also going to get all these extra bonuses. Now, one of the bonuses that you're going to get is 24 extra conversion tools because I'm going to give you a free ConvertSnap account. Now, what is ConvertSnap? Let me really quickly show you. This is ConvertSnap. Let me go to the dashboard where you can add unlimited websites. So you can use this tool for yourself, for your clients, and you click on Create Campaign, and here you can add your website. Now, once you've added your website, you can create new notifications and conversion tools on your website. Now look at all these tools. You can add all these conversion tools to your website here. Let's say you want to do a live counter on your website, you can do that. You want to do an informational pop-up on your website, you can do that. If you want to have a collector bar, you can do that as well, where people can subscribe to your list. If you want to add a coupon to your website, you can do that as well. Simply add one code to your website, use this tool, use all these conversion tools. You're going to get it completely free here if you pick it up through my page. Plus, you're also going to get all these extra bonuses. So make sure if you pick up Conversee to do it through my link, because you're going to get all these extras for free as well. All right, let's dive into this and let me show you what Conversee is all about. So right now I'm logged into the dashboard, and these are all the conversion tools that you're seeing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show them one by one so that you can see exactly what you're going to get. Now, the first option here that you can install to your website is tap messaging. Now, tap messaging is very powerful. I created the product which was called Re-Engager to re-engage visitors to your website with tap messaging. Now you can already see it here at the top because this tab gets the attention, right? It says it's hot. Hey, don't miss out. And people, trust me, I've done a lot of tests. People come back to click this tab and then they revisit your page. This can be done with tap messaging. So when we open tap messaging, we're going to call this demo campaign tap, and we're going to click next. And in here, you can decide what messages you want to send. So you can say, okay, I'm going to click a sample message here. Hey, don't miss out. This will be the first message that they will read here at the tab at the top. So you can also create a custom message. So, hey, don't miss out. Conversee is awesome. And then you click on add, and now these will be added to your website once you hit save. Now you can choose your favicon in here. You can add the timing between the messages, and you can even allow a sound to play when visitors are leaving your tab. So to explain one more time, this tap messaging is when people are on your website and they're going to another tab, then suddenly this tab will show a message, hey, come back. And this can be configured in here. You can trigger it, so you can say, okay, when the URL contains, so you can copy your URL and you can paste it in here. And when your URL contains this, for example, let's say, okay, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste that in here. Now, when I save this, automatically the tap message will be played on my website, because you only need to add one code here. When you go to integration, you're going to get one pixel code that you add to your website, and all these tools will work for you. So that's the first the first tool on the inside. The second tool is the mobile vibrator. Now, honestly, I'm not sure what this tool is doing, and I think because this will only work on Android phones. So you can say during a first vibration, a pause between first and second duration, and then the second vibration. And this is when somebody has visited your website and your page is being loaded and they go to somewhere else, the phone will vibrate. Honestly, I couldn't get this work on my iPhone, but that's probably because I'm having an iPhone. So that's the second tool on the inside. Then the third tool here, let me go to the hello bar. This tool here, where you can create a FOMO hello bar. Now this is very powerful in my opinion. And let me see if I already, no, I don't have this on the demo page. So we're going to create one and I'm going to call this hello bar demo Tim. I'm going to click next. And in here, you can choose what kind of hello bar you want to add to your website. Now, these bars are very powerful. You can choose between the three different ones. I really like this one where you can add a coupon code as well. And then you're going to click to the text. So you can add your own text to the coupon here. So this was how it will look like. And you can add your own text in here. You can decide if you want to have this at the top or the bottom. So in this case, I'm going to do bottom and Tim 50 off, for example, as a coupon code. Then you could do a call to action, get access now, and you can redirect them to another page. So you can see, you can type any URL, you can do your affiliate offer or whatever. And then you can set your timer, a date and time based. You could do a cookie based, an evergreen timer. You can set the end date of the timer here. And you can select the time zone. If you like to select your time zone, you could do a redirect page if the timer has end. And then also you can change the style here of this notification bar. Now then again, you need to add a trigger. So we're going to copy this page in here. And when this page contains this URL, it should be shown. And now my campaign is successfully. Now, as you can see, it has been activated here. There's an activation tab that you can activate or deactivate. So I'm going to reload this page. And now this bar would be active. And you can see it here at the bottom here. This is how easy you implement these things to your website. The bar is now active at the bottom and it looks really good. Also on mobile view, it looks really great. And let me show you that as well. So when I drag this here, when I make this smaller, look at how good this looks on mobile. Do you see that? This is now at the bottom here, where you can see that the bar looks really good on mobile devices as well. So let me make my screen bigger again. And this is the bar at the bottom. Now let me deactivate this bar so that I can show you the next option. Then we have a central timer that you can apply to your web. So let's go here down. Let's go one line by line. An image pop-up. So image pop-up Tim. Let's call it this. And now you can upload your image to your computer. So let's say I want to add this bonus. I want to add this image to my website. Now I'm uploading this image and I can say I want to trigger this on this specific URL again. And when this page contains, you can also say, I want to have an exact match, only match on this page contains, and it needs to exclude other URLs. That's also possible. So when I hit save, now I'm getting an image code that I can add to my website. So when I go to my page builder, for example, and I'm going to add another image in here. So let's say I'm going to add another 4 rows in here, or 3 rows. Let's do 3 rows. I'm going to upload this image to my website. I'm doing it wrong because I need to add this as a code. So you click on the plus here on your own page builder, you do an HTML code, and now you're going to paste this image code in here. Now look what happens when I publish my page, and when I go back to my website after this page has been published. Now this image will be a clickable image so that it will be enlarged on your website. Now you can see here that the image has been added to my website. And when I click on this image, look what happens. Boom. It's a full-blown image on my website where I can show a lot more than in a small image on my website. Now the same thing, by the way, is also for videos. When I go to campaigns again here and create here, I can do exactly the same for videos. So when I do a video pop-up Tim, I'm gonna click next. Now I need to have a YouTube URL. So I'm gonna do YouTube, gonna do Tim Verdouw, and I'm gonna take my ClickDesigns review. I go back to Conversie, I'm gonna add this URL in here, and I'm gonna hit save. Oh, I need to add a trigger point again. I can add my thumbnail as well. So let's add one. This is my image right now. And now I'm gonna add a trigger. It contains this demo page again. Gonna go back to Conversie, gonna hit save. And now this is my YouTube code. So I'm going back to my page builder again, and I'm going to add the video here in the middle of the screen by adding an HTML code again. Now I'm going to add a custom code in here that I just got from Conversee. I'm going to save my page. I'm going to publish my page, and now going back to my website again. And when I refresh my website here, you can see here now the video is on my screen here. When I click on this image, look at this. The video starts playing in a pop-up on my website. Let's go to the next one, create. So we have a video pop-up. The next one here, an exit intent. And this is a pop-up that will show up when visitors are leaving your website. Exit, I'm gonna click next. And here you can set your text. So you can do any kind of text in here. You got your media, so you could do upload an image. So let's say we want to add this bonus again. We want to do this, one of my bonuses as a pop-up. We're going to add this to the exit. We're going to say get started now, and then you can redirect them again. We're going to change the style. If you like to change the pop-up background, you can say I want to have a black background and the call to action button needs to be red, for example. You could set the width, the height, and then again, the trigger, we're going to use this page. I'm going to hit save. And now when I refresh this page and I'm exiting my screen, look what happens. So now I'm going to exit my screen, boom. There's a pop-up with your image in here, with the text that you've created, and with the call to action button. So you could basically change all colors on here. So you can change the black background, you can change the image in here, you can change the font colors and the fonts in here, the button, the colors, and the redirect. So it's basically going to create an exit pop-up for you that you can design inside of Conversee. And that's the exit intent. Now I'm gonna deactivate this one. And I'm going to create the next one. So now basically this is an opt-in form exit intent. So this is, let me quickly show you. I'm going to click next. And here, well, I'm not going to change anything in here. You can also decide to add a name. You can do a call to action, a redirect. You can change the style again. You can add your autoresponder. And you can add your triggers in here. Now I'm not going to show this on my website because there's also a preview button on here where you can see what happens. So now this happens when somebody leaves your screen. There is an email and a buy now here. So they can fill out their email. You can also say subscribe to my list. And then when they click, they're being subscribed to your list and you can redirect them to your specific offer. And that's the opt-in form in here, the exit intent. Then the hello bar already showed you. There's also a back button. When somebody clicks the back button, you can redirect them to another URL. So basically, let me call this redirect. What happens is when you fill out your URL in here, that means when somebody goes to your website, they are being redirected from Facebook to your website and they click that back button in here, you can redirect them to any website you like in here. So they cannot go back to the previous page. They can only go back to the website that you define in here, that you specify. And that's for the redirect button. Then there's also a geo redirection tool where you will be able, let's call this geo, to redirect visitors. So let's say I'm going to show you this. Let's say I'm coming from the Netherlands, right? So here, let's take the Netherlands. When somebody from the Netherlands is visiting this page, I want to show them something else. I want to redirect them to google.com or to my homepage, to timverdouw.com. Let's do that. Google is so obvious. So when somebody from the Netherlands is visiting this page, I want to redirect them to the Netherlands, and I need to specify this page. I'm going to say, okay, when somebody visits this page, look what happens. So now when I'm revisiting this page, I will be redirected to Tim.outcome. Look at this. Boom, it redirects. Do you see that? One more time. I press enter. Look what happens. Boom. Did you see the redirection? I was automatically redirected to another URL. And that's what you can do with geo redirection. Now let me go to my campaigns and let me deactivate this one as well. Then the next one is a hello bar. Hello bar. Now, and this is one without a timer. So you can preview this one, and now you can see copy coupon code, you get $5 instant discount. People can copy this code and they can click this button, and that's possible with the hello bar. And then there's a hello bar with an opt-in form again. So hello opt-in. So some tools are a bit similar. So when I preview this, you can see that this is a very simple one. You can see here the text at the left top. You can change this, opt-in to my list for the latest updates. You can do it in here. You can also make this smaller. You can say I want to make this 18, the font 18. You can do this. I want to have this a Poppins font of PT Sans. And then I'm going to preview. You can see this here at the top. Everything changes automatically and people can subscribe to your list. You can also add the name to this. And that's the hello bar. Then the next thing, let me see, what do we have more? Auto video play. This is a really nice one. I really like this one. Auto play. And click on next. Here we can add the URL. So I'm going to do ClickDesigns again. I'm going to do my review of ClickDesigns. I'm going to add this URL and my icons. You can choose what people will see when they click, when they need to click your video. So I really like the first option in here. And you can add your text. So click to watch my video. I also want to align this text. I also want to make this text white. Don't want to have this, yeah. And then also going to take another font in here. Let's say Railway. And now when you preview this, look what happens. Oh, let me get rid of the font in here. Preview. This is what happens. And you can add this to your website. So let me add this to my website so you can see how this will look like on your website. Oh, I was redirected. So let me reload my page. So this was the normal YouTube player that you're seeing in here. And what we're now going to do is we're going to save this. Now we're going to get this code. And when I go back to my website again, and I'm going to delete this video, I'm going to add a custom block again, custom HTML. Now I'm going to paste the code in here. And look what happens when I publish my page. Here, let me refresh this. Look at this. My video is automatically playing here in the background and it says click to watch my video. And this really draws the attention to your video player, right? So when people click this video, which filters to your product, the video starts playing. And I think this is really powerful because it really draws the attention to your video on your website here. And this can be done with Conversely. All right, next campaign. Click on create, autoplay, central timer. So you can add a C timer to your website. And here you can see this. So you can see the timer at the right side here. You can select the date and time-based, cookie-based, evergreen. So let's say you do a date and time. You can set this at the 10th and you can select your time zone as well. You can select the style. So you also can change the colors here. So let's say I want to make white colors here and also want to make these white colors because this will be the right fit for my website. Again, I can specify the URL where I want to display this. So now I'm going to hit save. I'm going to copy this code. And again, you can add this to your website. So let's say I want to have an extra timer in here. Then what I can do here is, let's say I want to add an extra timer here at the bottom. I'm going to add a row in here with the custom code again. I'm going to click on the plus. Going to add my code again. And boom, I'm going to hit save. I'm going to hit publish. And now I'm going to refresh my page. Now look what happens when I scroll down here. You can see that I've added a timer here to my website. And if I like to make this timer bigger, I can do that as well. So if I want to change the fonts in here, I can do that as well. So I can say I want to have this 36, for example. The timer here, let me change the style so that you can see it better. Oh, here's the timer font. So you can say, I want to have the timer font at 60 or 50. So 50 and 20 is the biggest possibility. And when I refresh my screen, you can see that the timer is bigger now. You can add these timers to your website. All right, next one. Urgency timer is basically a similar timer, urgency, but it has a different purpose. So here you see the timer, it's a bit different, but you can also here, let me see what it was. Oh, here you can set the hour. So basically you can say, I want to add this at 1 hour, for example, or you want to set it at 0 hours and add this to 28 minutes. That means every time somebody visits your page, it will count down from 28 minutes. So you have scarcity on your page. So it will be kind of an evergreen timer that you can add to your website. All right, dynamic elements. Let me show you what dynamic elements is. Dynamic elements is what you can add to the bottom of your website. So you could do 06 and you could do your phone number. You could do your Facebook.com and your Facebook URL. You could do your Reddit URL, your LinkedIn URL, your Skype ID, your Vimeo ID, your Twitter ID. And then basically what happens is at least one trigger point. Okay, so I'm going to add my website again. So you always specify where you want to trigger this. And now when I revisit my website, I think I need to move to the left here. When you look at the right bottom here, when you go there, you can see that there is a small, it's dark in here. So I think I need to be at the top here. So it's not very visible. Also, sometimes I notice that it didn't work correctly. And I think this has to do with the layers on your website. So I'm not sure why it's not popping up right now. But what it should do is should pop up your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your accounts all here at the right bottom. So when people click on this, they will see all your channels. Now, personally, I don't think this is one of the most cool tools inside of Conversee. I will tell you what I find the coolest tools inside. But this should also be possible. I got it working on another page, but somehow it's not working on this page. An offer iframe. What this will do is you can iframe any website to your own website. So let's say you have a website that you want to add on your own. So let's say you want to have this website. You go to my website. You're going to copy my URL. You're going to do this like this, and then Tim's review. What this will do here is you can download this page. I'm now going to download it, and it has been downloaded to my computer. I can upload that to my own domain. And now when I open this, look at this, my website is on my own domain. So you could basically run my page now on your own domain because you've downloaded the file, and it will be automatically iframed on your website. And that's what can be done here with the iframe. Then we have the hello opt-in form with a timer. So let me quickly show you this one. And when I click on preview, you can see here. So this is the hello bar here. You can see the timer and people can opt in to this bar. And then the latest one, which is not available right now, it says proof app will be live by the end of February. This will be a proof bar where people will see the proof of this visitor has purchased this. So here, this one, this proof app it's locked right now, but it will become available later. Now, let me show you a few things. The integration here, so you can add your domains here to Conversee. So first you're going to add your domain, and then once you've added your domain, you click on Pixel and you can install the pixel to your website. Also here, there are autoresponders. You can connect all these autoresponders to Conversee. Also, if you do not have your autoresponder listed here, you can go for this custom and you can add your opt-in form in here so that it will grab the information from your opt-in form so that you can use that as well inside of Conversee. Now, the tools that I like most myself, so when you go to create here, is what I really like, what would be worth the purchase already is, for example, tab messaging. I think this is really powerful. Hey, don't miss out. You still see this is grabbing a lot of attention, right? The hello bars plus timer. This is really powerful in my opinion. We got the autoplay video here, which is in my opinion very powerful. We got the video pop-ups, which can also be very powerful. People click on an image and boom, a pop-up with a video will show up. Sometimes I also need those iframe offers that I'm having other websites on my own domain as well. Geo redirection can be very useful if you want to redirect your traffic. Yeah, I think those are the most powerful tools. But as you can see, you get a lot for your bucks, and I think it's really powerful. Again, when you click the link in the description of this video, you can see all the information on my website. It starts for $47. You're going to get all these tools here that are listed here. So make sure to check them out. I think I had a few tools extra in the account that I just showed you. There's white label option here where you can sell all the tools separately. So you're going to get here, let me see. You're going to get sales videos for each individual tools and also sales pages for each individual tools. So you can sell these tools individually and you can create accounts individually with access to the specific tools that you're going to get access to. That's in the white label version. And then also here, there's a bundle deal available where you can get the front end plus all the OTOs for $197. So that's a huge discount. And if you're interested in that, you can click this button here and click go to the bundle deal. Also, you can check out the OTO pages by clicking on the OTO bundle buttons in here. And I think that's it. Again, you're going to get all these bonuses listed. So make sure you check out that page. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below. Also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you haven't done yet. I do a lot of reviews. And please hit that like button so that this video gets bumped into the YouTube search results. Hey, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Talk soon. Bye-bye.